sky is so beautiful. Let me see if I can show you guys. Oh my god, look at that, look at that. This is why, this is exact, I love to channel outside. I love to channel in nature. Exactly why. So let's come back home. Let's come back home. Okay. What shall I say today? Today, oh, I will lift up my voice in praise, for I know, Lord, you are always there for me. Hey, Almighty God, you are my all in all. Hey, no matter what they say, when trouble comes my way, I will praise your name. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, spirits. Thank you for being here. Thank you for clicking on this video. And if this is your first time of being here, please subscribe, like, share. And if you've been here, you've always been here, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for always returning. I appreciate you so much. You have no idea. So, there's so many channeled messages in my head the whole day. The first bless you, baby. The first thing that I heard this morning was your spirit husband in the flesh. So I've been trying to ask spirit, like, what do you mean someone's spirit husband in the flesh? That sounds so... Hey bro, you don't want to fall down my camera, papa. You know, you don't want people feeling like you're referring to something else. So baby, I can't lift you up. So I was just asking spirit to clarify your spirit husband in the flesh. So I'm talking to a divine feminine who has probably had dreams about her kingdom spouse, her divine masculine. You've had dreams, you've been shown who this person is. I'm reminded of a dream that I had, that I was asking someone where he's from, and he said to me exactly where he was from. I don't think he heard that before. He had responded, like he had given a different answer, and it wasn't the answer that was meant for that question. So I had repeated it to him, and I was like, hey, I was asking, where are you from? Now let me tell you how that dream went. It felt like in the dream I was royalty. I am royalty right now, like in actual life. So but in the dream I was royalty. Now the level of royalty that I was in the dream is grander than the level of royalty that I am right here in the 3D. It is not to say that my being royal right now is not grand. It is grand, but I'm not performing any rites. I'm not doing anything extra. I'm not in office, you know what I mean? So I'm not functioning in that capacity. Because I already am royalty, every day I show up as royalty, you know? That's different from actually being in office and practicing all the tradition and the rites, you know. In the dream, I was practicing all the rights, being royalty. I had an office. But here I was with a man that I had met just one time, and we had a one night stand, which is not something that I would do in the 3D, right? We had a one night stand. We were done with everything. I didn't see that part, but I knew that we did. He was getting dressed. I think he was pressing his clothes or something, ironing. And I was asking him questions, because I wanted to know him. He did not know. He knew that there was something about me. He couldn't put his finger on it, but he didn't know that I was royalty, and I didn't want to know. So I didn't want him to know because I was disguising, right? So that's the whole idea. And then I asked him, I was like, "Where are you from?" And then he had said where he was from. First he didn't know, then I asked him again, and then he responded. So that's kind of like the vibe it's giving, that you already had dreams about this person before. You probably were already told that, okay, this is who your kingdom spouse is. You didn't communicate it with them. It's just between you and spirit, right? And then I went on to channel someone who's pregnant, a divine feminine who's pregnant. It didn't say anything about no spirit baby. It said something about your spirit husband in the flesh, and then gave me that revelation of that dream that I had a long time ago, at the beginning of the year actually. And now it's pregnancy. So you're expecting a child, or when this spirit husband materializes in the flesh, in the 3D, you guys are gonna have a baby so fast. Cause I am craving things. Like I'm not even talking about today. Today I don't even know if I craved anything. I've been full because I went to the gym very early in the morning. So my gym had just opened a new spot. We moved to a new spot. So it was kind of like a mini party. So I had fruits to eat, I had shake to drink, I had tea to drink and stuff. So I'm full. I'd even eaten since I got home. But when I tell you, for a long time now, it's been weeks, I crave the weirdest food. I crave the weirdest combination. I crave foods that I have not eaten in over a decade. I'm caffeine intolerant. I love coffee, but I can't take it because it's not good for me. It does things to me. And here I am, or I have been, craving coffee. I just want to drink coffee. So someone right now, you are craving a lot of things, and I know that I'm not pregnant because I'm celibate, right? So so there's no where the baby is coming from right now. But whoever you are, if you're having cravings, the cravings were so bad to the point that I started having hiccup a lot, and I started having chest burn or heartburn, right? That's what it's called, heartburn. I started having hiccup and heartburn every time since I've been craving this food. And in my culture, we say if you're having hiccups, it means that your child is going to be very hairy. And I think the same applies to you having heartburn. Like your baby's going to be so hairy. Like for pregnant women, right? If you're having heartburn, chest burn, all of hiccups, it means you're going to have a very hairy baby. They're going to come with like full fro. So I'm not even eating spice because I've been cooking lately for people who don't really eat spice. So I'm not eating spice. So there's no reason why I am having heartburn. I am drinking a lot of water. I am really hydrated. I don't understand why I am having hiccups. The entire day, hiccup. So I'm like, somebody is heavily pregnant. And then your sense of smell, naturally, my sense of smell is so heightened. It's unrealistic. Because there are things that I would smell in Mali where I'll be asking people, can you smell this? And they'll be like, until we get to the spot, they'll be like, oh my God, is this exactly what you were smelling from there? I'm like, yeah. So my sense of smell has always been phenomenal, fantastic. However, it had increased recently, and I did not know, I didn't notice, but when the food cravings and the heartburn and hiccups and everything just having, just lazying about like I'm pregnant, I find myself multiple times in a day just doing this for no reason. I am not I am not sexually active. There's no reason why I should be like, but I'm doing it. So this is just to let you know that your kingdom spouse is coming. You guys are gonna have babies or a baby. I was gonna say a baby, but I don't know. You guys are gonna have babies came out, so maybe you're having multiple babies. Hey, but congratulations. Congratulations, I'm so happy for you. I saw 111 multiple times today, 777-444-888-999. Okay? So maybe this would resonate with someone. And then I also channeled that you might be connected to an Aries. And they are probably abusing stuff. They are short-tempered. They are. There's no limit as to what their anger will make them do. I don't know, but I channeled that today. An Aries who is just dominated by their anger. They are pretending. They are trying to steal like your intellectual material. But they are trying to get access to you, or they have access to you, and the whole idea is to just steal your intellectual material, is to copy you, is to, you don't know how much their anger is going to get. Their intent is to hurt you. It was a bunch of stuff like that. And then I also channeled a Libra who's probably going to cross to the other side very soon. I don't know, but I channeled this like somebody getting poisoned, which is so crazy. Please, you all be careful out there. Everyone be careful. I'll be careful too, because sometimes these messages, I was waiting the whole time, because I channeled this Libra poisoning or stuff yesterday, and then channeled it again today. So I'm like, what's going on? So there's probably a Libra. If you're a Libra, be careful out there. It's a committee of friends. It's like a cult group and all whatnot. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he said I ran out of storage or something, but I had done that. Listen, Google, I can't deal with you sometimes. So I channeled that yesterday, and I channeled it again today, that a Libra who probably belongs to a cult group is going to be poisoned. Somebody's about to cross. It's not that they're a good person themselves, they are not good, but nobody should take anybody's life. Like, for what? Like, why would you poison your friend? But that is coming out strongly. So please take care of yourselves. Be careful what you eat. Be careful what you drink. Be careful who you leave your drinks around. I would say go with your drink, even if you're going to the bathroom, gulp it, and and then go to the bathroom and take care of yourself as opposed to leaving it. So there's that. So now spirit is taking my man back to the spirit husband in the flesh. This person is going to love you. um, it doesn't seem like they have kids from what I'm picking. It doesn't also seem like the divine feminine has kids. So if you have kids, this probably is not your message. Um, but they both don't have kids. It feels like this is the first time you both are gonna be having kids, and he's gonna be such a present father. He's gonna take care of you and the baby. He's gonna be there every step of the way. Antenatal, he's not missing anything. This is a divine masculine who really wants to take care of you and just wants you to settle into your femininity. They don't want you to stress yourself. They would take care of things. They will. I'm seeing. Okay, so this happens to me, right, where someone had helped me hang my TV on the wall, and you know how like debris and stuff will fall on the floor. It's my house, and he had said to me, "Oh, please, can you get me your broom so I can clean this up?" I'm like, "Okay," so I went to grab my broom, and baby, please do not fall my camera, you know, and I brought the broom. But before I brought the broom, he was doing something else. So when I got to my living room, I just started sweeping it. And he came to me and he took the broom from me and said, "I said, get me a broom." I didn't say sweep. I was like, okay, my bad, I'm sorry. So I dropped it. So that's what's coming. Like, you're heavily pregnant, and he probably had said, "Get me something," and then you come back to him and he's already doing something else, and you were trying to do it, and he's like, "No, I asked you to get it for me. Do not stress yourself." They want to give you massages. They want to be sure that you're okay. They might be younger than you, or they are younger than other people that you've dated in the past. They but they are very matured. Okay, they already have. Royo, you're shaking my camera, baby. Confirmation. They already have husband traits. Do you understand? Everything a man that is a husband can do, they can do, even though they are young. Confirmation bomb. They're an old soul themselves. Okay? They're an old soul. They might be young, but they are already husband material. They are husband material. They just want you to chill. They want to take care of you. They really want to take care of you. This person might not also be a religious person, but they are spiritual and they are good. Maybe they don't even know what spirituality is. They just know like the natural laws and stuff, and they respect people for that. And they don't. This person will not be egotistical. No, they will not be egotistical. They would be humble. They want to learn from you. And Aries might be significant too. What else? This person will always check up on you. You would see consistency though before you then progress into your relationship and marriage and baby and all of that. You will see consistency with this person. This person is going to be consistent with you. If they make plans, they'll follow through. Don't make jokes. They'll always make you laugh. They're funny. You're funny too. You're very funny too, divine feminine. You're funny. They're funny. It's just gonna be laughter. I also see that this person has got fantasies, but it doesn't seem like you guys are dating yet. So because you're not dating yet, or because they haven't met you yet, or even if they are, because some of you may have met this person, you just aren't dating yet. They have those fantasies in their head. They just haven't told you about it. I also just heard that your smell is divine to them. Like anytime they're around you, they just try as much as possible not to come too close to you. But whenever you give them hugs and stuff, they don't want to leave you. They just want to be there. And long after they leave you, your smell still lingers on them. So they kind of know your smell. They probably have clothes of theirs that you have hugged that smells like you. And because of that, they still keep it. They haven't washed that shit. I am someone like that. I am someone like that. I mean, if it's clean, if it gets dirty, I'm washing it for sure. Because I actually connect with smell. But see, I told you my sense of smell is heightened, so I make connections that way. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. Be open to love. Be open to this connection. I just saw like a red light in the sky. Let me show you guys. You see that? You see it? You see it? It was in my present that the line drew. Like, I have never seen that happen before. And I'm always looking at the skies. I have never ever. So that's beautiful. I don't know, maybe red might mean something to someone. Yeah. Well, I told you before, please subscribe, please like and share. Turn on your notification bell so that I can always come here and give you my channeled messages. And always remember that I, Rachel Felix, I love you with the love of God. And this is Rachel. Bye.